Hello, welcome to Yoga for COVID Recovery. I'm calling this Yoga for COVID Recovery because I've just gotten out of bed. I'm on day 4 with COVID. Maybe you're recovering from something else. You're welcome to join us. Today's yoga will focus on loosening up your joints, stretching through any pain in your lower back. And we're going to make an effort not to provoke any coughing or to cause any headaches. Really, you're showing up for your practice, you're getting out of bed, you're moving your body a little bit, and then you get back into bed. Welcome. So begin by getting out of bed. And join me sitting in an easy seat on the floor. You might grab a yoga mat or a blanket. Your legs can be crisscrossed or with both ankles touching the floor in an easy seat. You might want to grab a scarf or a blanket to wrap yourself up to keep warm. It can be cold outside of your bed. We're going to begin with some gentle breathing. Don't push it too far because it might make you cough. So a gentle inhale and a gentle exhale. Bring your hands to your chest and feel your chest rising and falling. Don't change the natural rhythm of your breath. Just notice your inhale and your exhale. Gentle inhale and gentle exhale. Take a moment of gratitude for your body that has gotten up today and your breath that is entering and gently leaving your body. On your inhale, say to your breath, I appreciate you, breath. And on your exhale, I appreciate you, breath. And throughout this practice, we're going to follow the natural rhythm of the breath. We're not going to try to inhale too deeply or exhale or hold the breath because we don't want to cough. Let's begin with some circles of the chest. So we're going to be, you can place your hands on your knees, and we're going to be rotating the chest around towards the front and then towards the back. Again, let your breath be natural here. Don't try to control your inhale or your exhale. And take your time with any parts of this that feel extra sore or extra sticky. This feels amazing in my lower back. You might just want to stay there for a while. When you're ready, you can reverse. Go the other direction. Some things might want to crack, including my creaky floorboards. And let's bring our hands together. We're going to try to bring a little warmth into those cold hands. And rub the backs of your hands and rub your palms together. Now bring your palms to the back of your neck. I'm going to have to take my scarf off for this one. And give yourself a little massage. And then bring the tips of your fingers up to the place where your neck meets the base of your skull and massage that area. And then let's do some wrist circles, loosening up those joints. And go the other direction. Now bring your right hand to your left ear to stretch the neck, and the left hand down to the ground. Stretch your neck gently, gently over towards the right. Try to relax the right shoulder. Don't push this one too far. Your neck might be very sore. And breathe into it. You can reach those left fingertips towards the floor or just let them rest gently. When you're ready, switch sides. Bring the left fingertips to the right side and pull your left ear towards your left shoulder. See if you can relax that left shoulder. I can't. And extend your right hand toward the floor. Let's roll our shoulders, rolling backwards. I came up with this sequence on my 3rd day of COVID when I got out of bed and everything hurt, every joint and every muscle. And over the past 2 days, I found my body is loosening up. I figure if I do this for a few more days, everything will be back to normal. Take your shoulders and roll them in the opposite direction. Any of these postures feel painful, just skip them and do something that feels good. Let's twist to the right. So take your left hand to your right knee and twist very gently to the right. If you feel any strain on your neck, stay right here. If you're ready to twist a little deeper, turn your gaze and look over your right shoulder. And take some easy breaths. Come back in reverse. Right hand to the left knee and twist and look over your left shoulder. Again, keep this gentle by just looking down at the floor. Deepen the twist a little by looking over your left shoulder. And come back and we're going to deepen that twist a little bit by making a pretzel. Let me stop and say if you're not wearing socks, put some socks on, keep your feet warm. You're not going to need any traction in your feet today. So hook your right foot over your left knee. If this posture is not comfortable for you, you can extend that right knee. So you have your right foot right out in front of you. That's not comfortable for me. I'm going to keep it bent. And then we're going to twist with the left elbow across the right knee and turning a little bit deeper. You might start feeling that in your lower back and in your left shoulder. Again, keep the gaze gentle or look over your right shoulder. And gentle breaths. And switch directions. Left knee over right leg, which can stay bent or extend it out in front of you. Right arm up and twisting to the left. Gentle gaze or turn and look over your left shoulder. And come on back to center. We're going to move into a super gentle sun salutation without standing up. This will bring a little warmth into your body, but don't open it up too much if that feels like it's going to make you cough or cause any discomfort. So the offering is to come to sit on your toes. You can bend your toes under you, spread them out with your fingers so that you get a little stretch in those toe joints. If that doesn't feel good in your feet, go ahead and sit flat on your feet. Otherwise, come up onto the toes. We're going to breathe in and extend the arms upward. You can't see me. And on the exhale, we're going to come down and give yourself a little hug. Breathe in, you're up on your knees, arms are extended out as far as is comfortable. And breathe out and give yourself a hug and fold into yourself. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, move at your own pace here and keep your breath gentle. And when you're ready, come back to sit on your heels. From here, we're going to move in to tabletop position. Let me adjust here so that you can see me. So we are on our hands and knees. If you'd like to grab a blanket, you can put that under your knees so that the ground doesn't feel too hard underneath you. Hold it up a little. Use that to support your knees. We're going to start with some cat-cow. If this feels like a lot on your upper back, just concentrate the movement in your lower back. Otherwise, breathe in to extend the chest a little bit and extend the hips. And breathe out to round under. Breathe in and look up. Breathe down and round. Breathe in and look up. Out and down. Now let's move into some hip circles. This is about the most delicious exercise I have found since I've been sick. Stay here as long as you need to. Hips are going back and forwards. Again, move into any parts that feel sticky or sore and stay there a little bit longer if you need to. You can make the elbows soft here. You can let your head hang. And when you're ready, change directions. You should also feel this loosening up your lower back. All right, from here, we're going to come into a child's pose. I found the first day I got out of bed, child's pose was very painful, so I'm going to offer you a couple of options. Child's pose, we're going to put our feet down, bring our hips back, and extend all the way forward and relax the head. If that hurts, keep your legs up, extend the arms forward, and just bring the stretch into the upper back for puppy pose. Let the head relax. Extend your fingers on the floor so that you can feel the stretch in your shoulders. If that feels okay, go ahead and lower your hips back and relax your head onto the floor. And come on back up. We're going to bring our right foot forward into a low lunge. Left foot is bent, right foot is forward. Just so you can see me. Left foot is back, right foot is forward. And we're going to breathe in. Oh, actually, let me start with the first possibility here, which is just to stay right here. Pressing in and out of the low lunge and loosening up that hip flexor. This might be plenty. If you want to work on a little more stability, then breathe in into a crescent lunge. Arms are up, fingertips can meet above your head, and you can find some stillness there. Or breathe in, and on your exhale, open up to the side for a twist. Breathe in and up, and exhale the twist to the other side. Breathe in and up. Exhale and twist. In and up. Exhale and twist. From here, we're going to come down to a lizard pose. Move your right foot out to the edge of your mat or just a little ways away. Hard to see. And then your hands are going to come down on the inside of your foot. This might be plenty right here. You can push your leg open a little bit to get that stretch in the hip flexors again. And if this is feeling okay, come on down onto your forearms and rest here on the floor. Bring a little movement into the hip if that feels good. Yeah, that's enough. Then come on up, and we're going to walk the foot across the front of the mat into a pigeon pose, and let your left leg straighten out behind you. Feel free to use that blanket to prop up the right hip. And this might be fine to stay here today. If you'd like to come down, you can bring your hands down to the ground and relax your head down for pigeon. After a few breaths, come on up and join me and have some tea. Let's bring our two knees to meet. And then rinse that out with gentle cat-cow, or you might choose to just do some pelvic tilts here. So just isolating the movement to the hips, extending up and rolling down. And we're going to repeat that sequence to the left. So stepping forward with the left foot. This is a low lunge. Right leg is bent, left leg is forward. You could stay right here, pressing in and out of that front hip, or bring the arms up into a crescent moon. You saw what that looked like before. You could stay right here to find some stillness, or bring in the twist. So inhaling up, exhale to open, inhale up, exhale to open, inhale up, exhale to open. And bring it down into lizard. So the left foot is going to come out to the edge. Hands are inside of the front foot. And you might stay just here, pressing that leg open, stretching out the hip. Or if it feels good, come on down high and rest your head on your hands. And now let's bring that into pigeon, bringing that left foot parallel across the front of the mat. And you might grab your blanket to prop up that back hip. Bring the floor a little closer. Staying right here is fine, or coming down if that feels good. And that's enough of that. Come on up back into tabletop. Let's do a few more of those delicious hip rolls to rinse that out. And go in the other direction. And come back to rest either in a child's pose or a puppy pose. Puppy, child's. Okay, for our last few minutes, I'm going to invite you to come over to the wall to bring our legs up the wall. So you'll want to just shift your mat around so that you're facing the wall, and make sure that you have enough space that you can open your arms up on either side of you. I'll meet you there in a moment. Okay, for our resting pose, we're going to be bringing our legs up the wall. So first thing you're going to want to do is tuck your pajamas into your socks, because you do not want any cold coming up your legs while you're resting. This is important. The trickiest part here is going to be bringing your legs up the wall. So you want to scoot as close to the wall as you can, and then flip your legs up onto the wall. Now, if you can bring your sits bones all the way up close to the wall. That might not feel so good. If it doesn't, scoot yourself back a little bit, or grab your blanket and tuck it under your lower back. Okay. We're going to rest here for a while, so make sure it feels good. The first day I tried this was too much on my lower back, so I'd like to offer the modification of making a diamond shape with your legs, and that way your whole lower back can touch the floor, and that might feel a little bit more restorative. You might take your hands here and press gently against your knees to deepen the stretch a little. If you feel okay with the legs fully extended, you can try that too. Keep the legs soft, keep the knees, don't let the knees lock. Whichever you choose, we're going to stay here for a few minutes. So make sure to let your body really feel the floor underneath you. Let your upper back relax. You might turn your head gently from side to side, feeling any cracks in there, releasing any tension in the neck. You might place your hands on your belly, feel your breath, or bring them to your heart. Again, keep the breathing really gentle here. Hands can also come out to rest on either side of you. Now, when we're sick and we're recovering, our mind is inevitably going to start racing to all the things that we're not getting done, and the grocery shopping we haven't done, and the days of work that we're missing. So if you can, resist the urge right now to plan and to stress, and try to keep yourself present with your body. There's a couple of little tricks you might try. One, if your eyes are open, take a moment and look around your room. Focus on a color. Focus on the color blue. What can you find in your space that is blue? Move on to another color. What can you see that is pink or yellow or red? You can use this while you're in bed, resting, trying to keep your mind calm. You might also try collecting sounds in your ears. What are the sounds that are closest to you? What can you hear in your house? What do you hear outside your window? What are the sounds of life moving around you? And listen to the silence and hear the sounds. And finally, you might return to your breath. Don't try to change its natural rhythm. Just follow the breath. Notice your inhale. Notice your exhale. And you can try adding a mantra to your breath. On the inhale, you might say to yourself, I am here. And on the exhale, I am healing. I am here. I am healing. Stay with your breath for a few moments more. My legs are getting tired. So as you're ready, I'm going to guide you into our last pose, which will be a gentle twist. So bring your knees into your chest and give them a little hug. If you can see me, we're going to go ahead and keep our feet on the wall and move them down around towards the right so that we're making a little ball with our knees. Can you see that? And we're twisting our knees to the right, and I'm going to go ahead and open our left arm out to the side. Again, you might grab your blanket, mine's too far away, and put your blanket under your arm or use it to prop up your legs. This might be fine. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can try turning your head towards your left arm. Be gentle with your neck. And rest there and feel the stretch in your upper back and your lower back. And we'll repeat that to the other side. So legs come up the wall. Hug your knees into your chest. And then knees, keeping the feet against the floor, knees are going to come down over to the left. Arm is going to open up to the right. And if you want to deepen the stretch a little, turn your gaze towards the right. All right, we're going to come up to sitting really gently. I'm going to spin around so I can show you. Keep your feet against the wall. Use one hand to press into the ground. Let the other one join you. Don't come up too fast. You don't want to get dizzy. And come on up to sit. So we're going to close our practice with a few breaths together. You can sit crisscross or in your easy seat. Bring your hands to your heart and breathe in gently together. And breathe out. You can see my Amanda Gorman quote behind me. For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. Be the light today, be your own recovery, trust your body. Thank you for sharing your practice. Now you can get back into bed.